Hey everybody, it's Jonathan with High Flow Systems. Wanted to do a quick little video on the installation of a remote start module for GX120, GX160, and GX200 Honda engines. This will also apply to Predators, many other gray market motors that are the Honda clones. Double check where your wires are going just to make sure everything matches up, but procedure and everything will be basically the same. This is a new product that we are offering. This is our remote module. We're doing a couple things a little bit different than some others that have done remote modules and stuff in the past. These are fused, 10 amp fuse inside. We are using a solid wire so you don't have 4 wires flipping all over the place. It is all color coded. Red and black is your power in. Yellow is going to be what I'm going to call your kill wire. It's going to be tied in with the grounding system and the oil sensor. White wire is going to be your start wire. It's going to be tied into a black wire with a white tracer that goes to the starter solenoid. So that'll be how everything hooks up. Then we're going to run over the quick procedure of how to do this. First thing you want to do, as with anything electrical, we're going to pop our battery loose right here. The only thing we're really concerned about is taking the ground loose. That way nothing's sparking, arcing, blowing fuses. So we've got our battery loose here. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to actually start right here by hooking the power up to this module. This bolt on the back of the solenoid will be a 10 millimeter. And we're just going to pop that off. Of course, this is not quite the real world. We get to work with nice, fresh, brand new stuff. So this may be a little more difficult in real life. I'm going to put my power wire on first. And one of the things as I'm doing this that we really have strived to do is make this kit all out plug and play. I'm a little bit of a fanatic about electrical wiring and how things are done. Therefore, I didn't want anything that really involved disrupting the OEM wiring harness on this motor. Can't stand cutting one of those. So we've got this on. We've got our cover replaced. Try to make sure you keep those covers in there. It keeps everything from getting corroded up quite as bad on these. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here to our main harness, and we're going to pop into that. And it looks like I pulled the wire loose as I was doing that, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to take that one loose anyway. So the yellow wire is going to be one that we are inserting our yellow wire into. So yellow, and then we're going into the yellow wire that goes on up to our oil control. All these connectors that are used on this is the most, weather resistant stuff that we're able to get our hands on. Trying to keep these things from being affected a lot by the bleach. Now our starter wire right here. So this is a black wire, white tracer. There's not a lot of choices. There is a grayish wire that goes to your charge system, but that's a whole separate entity. And this goes on up to the starter. And the way we're doing this, we are also not interrupting any of the factory controls. The only thing that you have to ensure on this particular model is that the switch is turned on in order to activate your ability to use this. When the switch is turned off on this machine, it keeps everything in a ground state so that nothing can work. So that's got our starter wire and our kill wire. Now for grounds, you can really go anywhere on the block. I like to stay close in here just for the cleanliness of the install. And the actual starter solenoid itself is grounded right here by this Phillips head screw. So be careful when you go to undo these, especially if it is an older engine. It is not unheard of to strip these things when you're trying to take them loose. So we're good to go. We're going back in together right there on that. So the installation of the box is actually 100% complete at this point. Now I'm going to reconnect our battery right here. And we are ready to go. Now, when this is all installed, first you turn it on. Now, whether or not the key is on, the starter will still activate. That's just how it is set up. It's not going to crank, not going to do anything like that because everything is grounded. Once you turn it on and then press the starter button, starter's always going to be B. It's going to be your second function. A is going to be the shut off. It's going to be the top button, or in the case of our heavy duty remotes that you'll see, this was a 2 function, but it'll be the red button to cut it off. That's mainly why we do that. But either way, B activates it, A shuts it off. You need to make sure you turn these boxes off when you're done with them at the end of the day. They will draw a very, very small amount of power. Shouldn't even be enough to drain a battery over the course of a night or a day or two, but over the course of several weeks, yes, it will drain a battery. So that is basically everything installed on a GX200. We've done that in just a matter of a couple minutes. Super simple. Like I said, this is going to be the standard remote. This, minus the second set of buttons, will be our heavy duty remote series. Everything else will be the same between the two units. These boxes come with some mounting brackets so that you can mount this different places on your frame. Come with a generous amount of wire, just a little over 6 feet, that you can have so you can mount this remotely on your trailer. And one of the cool things about this, and the reason a 4-button remote is in play currently, is you can also use this same remote to control, say, your on-off for your mixer. So if you want to control your soap and your bleach with this same remote as well, it is super simple to program that. We're going to do a separate video that shows you how to program that into this remote when needed. So again, Jonathan, High Flow Systems. If y'all have any questions, y'all feel free to message us, email us, give us a call. Appreciate everything, and look for more videos and a couple more models of this coming up soon.